Did you know that $2,500 could be draining from your bank account for something as simple as forgetting to buckle your seatbelt in the back seat? Starting March 1st, 2026, new driving laws are hitting Canada, and they're not messing around. You might think you know the rules, but trust me, you'll want to stay tuned, because these changes are more significant than you realize. Imagine cruising down the road, thinking everything's fine, only to find out you've broken a rule you didn't even know existed. Sound crazy, right? But this is about to be reality for thousands of drivers who aren't up to date on these new regulations. And the penalties? They'll leave you speechless. Stay with us as we break down 10 key laws you need to know to avoid being hit with hefty fines. This is information you can't afford to miss if you want to stay safe on the roads. Number 1. Hands-free devices. Starting March 1st, 2026, Canadian drivers will face stricter rules around using handheld devices. You might think it's safe to check your phone while sitting at a red light or waiting in traffic, but think again. Under the new law, even when you're stopped, if your phone is in your hand, you could face a hefty fine. Distracted driving remains one of the top causes of road accidents in Canada, and this law is a direct response to that. The government is tightening the rules to make sure drivers stay focused, and this is one of the key changes you'll need to adapt to immediately. This regulation goes beyond just texting or calling. Anytime you're physically holding a phone, whether you're searching for music, checking a notification, or scrolling through social media, it's considered a violation. The fine for this can add up fast, and it's something you definitely want to avoid. In response, Canadians are being urged to set up hands-free solutions in their cars, whether it's Bluetooth connectivity, voice commands, or an in-car app to keep their phones off their hands and out of sight. While this might sound like a simple change, it has huge implications for driver safety. With fewer distractions, drivers can stay more focused on the road, reducing the risk of accidents. So, before the law kicks in, make sure you're equipped with a hands-free system. Whether it's using a Bluetooth headset or activating your car's voice assistant, staying hands-free could save you from costly fines and keep you safer behind the wheel. We've poured a lot of effort into making this video, and now we want to hear your thoughts. What's your plan for staying hands-free while driving? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Just one click, and you'll stay informed about all the latest driving laws and tips. Number 2. Speeding limits. Starting March 1st, 2026, Canadian drivers will face stricter speeding laws, and the fines for breaking them are higher than ever. This new rule isn't just about the general speeding limits you've seen before. It includes construction zones and high-risk areas where fines can double. If you think you can get away with just a little bit over the limit, think again. The government is tightening the screws on speed enforcement, with the goal of reducing accidents and improving road safety across the country. Speeding in construction zones will now come with substantially higher penalties, even if there are no workers present. The logic behind this is simple. Construction zones are already dangerous for everyone, and excessive speed increases the risk of fatal accidents. The fine could be much more severe than the usual speeding tickets, and the new law aims to push drivers to pay closer attention to posted speed limits in these areas. Whether you're in a residential zone or passing through a highway construction site, the authorities are making it clear, slowing down is not optional. What does this mean for you? Pay attention to the speed limits posted on the road, especially in construction zones. It's easy to get comfortable behind the wheel, but keeping a watchful eye on speed limits and adjusting accordingly could save you from a hefty fine or worse, an accident. The law is all about preventing and reducing accidents that are often caused by speeding in high-risk areas. Take a moment to check your speed and ensure you're within the legal limit to keep both your wallet and safety intact. We worked hard on this video to give you the inside scoop on the new rules. How do you feel about the stricter speeding fines? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe now for more updates on the latest driving laws. Just one click. Number 3. Seatbelt penalties. The new Canadian driving laws set to take effect on March 1st, 2026, are making seatbelt compliance a priority, even in the back seat. If you thought it was only the front passengers who needed to buckle up, think again. The new regulation requires everyone, including those sitting in the back, to wear their seatbelt. And it's not just about safety. Fines for noncompliance can reach up to $1,000. The government is making it clear that the days of ignoring seatbelt rules for rear passengers are over. This law is rooted in safety, aiming to reduce injuries and fatalities in car accidents. Backseat passengers are often overlooked when it comes to seatbelt use, yet they can be just as vulnerable in a crash. Studies show that unbelted rear passengers can actually become a hazard to others in the car. When the backseat occupant is not secured, their body can shift forward and cause injury to those in the front. Therefore, this new rule enforces an important safety measure for everyone in the car, regardless of where they're sitting. The takeaway here is simple: everyone needs to buckle up. Whether you're driving or riding as a passenger, make sure everyone in the car is following the law. If you're in the back seat, remind your friends and family to put their seatbelt on before you take off. It's a small action that could make a huge difference in an accident. So, what's your plan for keeping everyone in the car safe? Do you think the backseat seatbelt rule will make a difference? Drop your thoughts below and subscribe to stay updated. It's just one click away. Number 4. Pedestrian right-of-way. Starting March 1st, 2026, pedestrians are getting more protection on Canadian roads. Under the new driving laws, even if a pedestrian is not in a designated crosswalk, drivers will still be required to yield to them if it's clear they intend to cross. This change is all about improving pedestrian safety and reducing the number of accidents that occur when drivers fail to stop for people on foot. The message is clear: be more aware of pedestrians, even when they're not where you'd expect them to be. Research shows that pedestrians are at a much higher risk of serious injury or death in accidents involving vehicles, especially in urban areas. By shifting the responsibility to drivers, the government is aiming to ensure that pedestrians feel safer and are more likely to use crosswalks rather than risk crossing the street in unsafe spots. This change could lead to fewer pedestrian-related accidents overall, making it vital for all drivers to remain vigilant when approaching areas where people might be walking. What does this mean for you as a driver? Always be on the lookout for people near or approaching crosswalks, even if they're not in one. If you see a pedestrian waiting to cross, slow down and stop. Remember, pedestrian safety is now more important than ever, and your responsibility as a driver has grown with this new law. How do you feel about the changes to pedestrian rights? Are you ready to be more mindful on the road? Share your opinion below and subscribe for more important driving updates. It's just a click. Number 5. Impaired driving. Starting March 1st, 2026, impaired driving laws in Canada are becoming stricter than ever before. While everyone knows that drinking and driving is illegal, the new rules are extending the focus to include drug impairment, even if you're under the influence of prescription medication or over-the-counter drugs. Under the new regulations, law enforcement can stop you at any time for roadside checks, without needing a specific reason to suspect impairment. If you're found to be impaired by any substance, whether it's alcohol or drugs, you're facing serious penalties. This updated approach to impaired driving comes as research continues to show how even small amounts of certain substances can impact reaction time, judgment, and motor skills. Whether it's cannabis or prescription painkillers, the new law is emphasizing that impairment isn't just about alcohol anymore. It's about ensuring drivers are fully alert and capable behind the wheel. Authorities are increasing their efforts to keep impaired drivers off the road and are empowering police to conduct random checks to make sure everyone is driving safely. So, what's the takeaway for you? Never drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs, no exceptions. If you know you'll be impaired, make alternate plans, whether it's using a ride-sharing service or having a designated driver. This law is all about ensuring safety on the roads and protecting both drivers and pedestrians. Don't take the risk of getting behind the wheel if you're not 100% clear-headed. What's your take on the new impaired driving laws? Do you think they're tough enough or too strict? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe now for more updates. Just one click. Number 6. Eco-friendly driving zones. In an effort to reduce emissions and improve air quality, Canada is introducing eco-friendly zones in major cities starting March 1st, 2026. These new zones will restrict access to high-emission vehicles, meaning older models or those with higher fuel consumption won't be allowed during certain hours. The goal is simple: reduce the environmental impact of vehicles in urban centers and promote cleaner, greener transportation options. If your vehicle doesn't meet the low-emission or electric vehicle (EV) standards, you might find yourself facing fines if you enter these zones during restricted hours. This shift towards eco-friendly zones is not just about cutting emissions. It's about improving overall quality of life for urban residents. Studies have shown that air pollution from vehicle emissions is one of the leading contributors to respiratory diseases, and this new law aims to fight that. Electric vehicles, EVs, and hybrid cars are expected to benefit the most from this change, as they won't face the same restrictions. If you're currently driving a vehicle that doesn't meet the required standards, it's time to consider an upgrade. This law is a step forward for cities committed to cleaner air and safer streets. So, what does this mean for you? If your car isn't an EV or a low-emission model, you'll need to be aware of the areas where these restrictions apply. Keep an eye out for eco-friendly zone signs and be sure to check local regulations so you don't accidentally drive into one. You'll also want to start planning for a more eco-friendly vehicle if you haven't already. We've worked hard to bring you this important update. Do you think eco-friendly zones will change how we drive in the city? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Just one click for all the latest driving laws. Number 7. Red light cameras. In Canada, starting March 1st, 2026, red light cameras are getting a major upgrade. Not only will these cameras catch drivers who run red lights, but they'll also start monitoring speeding violations at intersections. This change is designed to improve safety at some of the most dangerous areas on the road, where running a red light or speeding can result in serious accidents. The government is ramping up efforts to reduce fatalities and injuries caused by reckless driving, and these cameras are a key part of that strategy. Previously, red light cameras were used mainly to catch those who disregarded traffic signals. Now, with the addition of speeding violations, these cameras will work as a more effective deterrent. This will force drivers to not only stop at the light, but also maintain a safe speed while approaching intersections. The goal is to prevent accidents caused by drivers rushing to beat the light or driving too fast through busy intersections. The increased presence of cameras will likely lead to more consistent enforcement, ensuring that drivers follow the rules at all times. What does this mean for you as a driver? Pay extra attention at intersections, especially in areas where red light cameras are installed. Stay within the speed limits, and always make sure to stop completely when a light is red. These cameras won't just be capturing drivers who run the light. They will also catch those speeding through the intersection, making it crucial to follow both the traffic signals and speed limits to avoid fines. We put a lot of effort into sharing these important updates with you. What's your opinion on red light cameras catching speeders? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe. Just one click to stay informed. Number 8. Advanced parking regulations. Starting March 1st, 2026, Canada is rolling out new parking regulations that will make it more difficult to park in reserved spaces if you're not authorized. This includes parking in electric vehicle, EV, charging spots, or spots designated for people with disabilities. The new laws are aimed at improving access and ensuring these spaces are used appropriately. If you're caught parking in a reserved space without proper authorization, you could face steep fines. This change is all about ensuring fairness and making sure that those who truly need these spaces can access them without any inconvenience. The law is being implemented to combat the increasing issue of misuse of designated parking spots. EV charging stations are crucial for encouraging the use of electric cars, and these spaces need to be available for drivers who need to recharge their vehicles. Likewise, reserved parking spots for individuals with disabilities must be kept clear for those who rely on them. The new parking rules will be enforced more strictly, with local authorities now equipped to fine violators who don't comply with these designated spaces. It's a matter of accessibility and making parking easier for everyone who truly needs it. So, what does this mean for you? If you're not driving an electric vehicle or don't have a disability permit, make sure you're parking in the right spot. Keep a lookout for signage indicating reserved spaces, and always double-check that you're parking legally. It's a small change that can make a big difference in improving access for others. We've put a lot of effort into explaining these parking changes. Do you think the new regulations will help improve accessibility? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe. It's just one click away. Number 9. Automated vehicles. With the rise of self-driving cars in Canada, new laws will be implemented starting March 1st, 2026, to ensure these vehicles follow the same road rules as traditional cars. Automated vehicles, or AVs, will now be required to adhere to traffic regulations just like human drivers. The new laws aim to integrate these innovative technologies safely onto Canadian roads while maintaining order and preventing accidents. While self-driving cars are still relatively rare, these regulations set the foundation for a future where AVs become a more common sight on the roads. One of the key components of this new law is that self-driving vehicles will be expected to follow the same rules of the road, including speed limits, stop signs, and lane changes. The government is taking proactive steps to ensure that as technology advances, it does so in a way that doesn't jeopardize the safety of other road users. These regulations will also outline specific operational rules, ensuring that autonomous vehicles are tested and operate safely within established guidelines. This will create a balance between the future of automated driving and the current road systems, preventing any confusion or potential accidents. What does this mean for you? While automated vehicles may still be a bit far off for some, it's important to understand that the rules of the road won't change just because a car is driving itself. Stay aware of self-driving cars around you and continue to follow the rules. The road to fully automated vehicles will be a gradual process, but the law is already setting the stage for a smoother integration into daily driving. We've covered a lot of exciting changes today. Do you think self-driving cars are the future of driving in Canada? Share your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe. Just one click to stay ahead of the curve. Number 10. Lane discipline. Starting March 1st, 2026, Canada is cracking down on lane discipline, making it illegal to drift between lanes or use the shoulder as a passing lane. The goal of this new law is to keep traffic flowing smoothly and reduce accidents caused by improper lane changes. With more cars on the road than ever before, ensuring that all drivers follow lane rules is becoming increasingly important for overall road safety. This change will help eliminate the confusion and potential danger of drivers weaving in and out of traffic without signaling or using the shoulder illegally to overtake other vehicles. Improper lane changes are often one of the leading causes of accidents, and with this new regulation, the law is looking to reduce those risks. Whether it's changing lanes without signaling or cutting across multiple lanes to make a turn, the rules are clear. Maintain proper lane discipline at all times. This is especially important in high-traffic areas, where sudden movements can cause major disruptions and crashes. If you're not careful, breaking this rule could result in hefty fines or worse, an accident that could have been avoided. What does this mean for you as a driver? Always signal when changing lanes, avoid crossing multiple lanes at once, and never use the shoulder unless absolutely necessary and legally allowed. Lane discipline is crucial for everyone's safety, so stay vigilant and follow the rules to keep the road safer for all. So, how do you feel about the new lane discipline rules? Do you think this will make driving safer? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe. Just one click to stay updated on all the latest driving laws. As we wrap up, it's clear that the new driving laws in Canada, starting March 1st, 2026, are designed to make the roads safer, more efficient, and environmentally friendly. From stricter rules around hands-free devices to pedestrian rights of way, these laws reflect the government's commitment to creating a safer driving environment for everyone. Whether you're worried about impaired driving penalties or adjusting to the changes in speed limits and eco-friendly zones, staying informed is key to avoiding hefty fines and accidents. Each of the 10 new laws we've covered is aimed at improving overall safety and ensuring that all road users are protected. It's more important than ever to be aware of the changes and how they could affect your daily driving. With technology improving, automated vehicles becoming more common, and environmental concerns growing, the way we drive will continue to evolve. These updates might seem overwhelming, but don't worry, you're not alone. By staying informed and adapting to the changes, you can ensure you're not just staying within the law, but also helping to make Canada's roads safer for everyone. So, make sure to pay attention to the new laws, stay safe, and always adjust your driving habits accordingly. It's easy to get caught up in the routine of driving, but a small change in how we approach driving today can make a huge difference for our safety tomorrow. We've put in a lot of effort to bring you this essential information. What do you think about the new driving laws? Let us know in the comments below. And remember to subscribe to our channel. It's just one click, and it helps us continue making great content for you.